G'day, my name's Brian Midway from Grace Canberra. We're a church in Canberra, as the name might tell, and part of our great desire as a group of believers is to create the opportunity for people to experience the gospel or the good news presented or represented in Jesus Christ. And so part of our way of doing that is the thing which we call building church where you are, and part of our commitment to that is to create the resource for people to hear the call of God to be missionaries everywhere, of course, but especially to the areas where they live and work. And so we have the idea of then building small groups of people. Well, small isn't really the operative system. It's just that groups of people, a few people who gather together in some place to serve the purposes of God there, or to serve Jesus Christ there. And so our way of doing that is to provide resources for people to disciple others in those places. We want the gospel to be represented in every sphere in our city and across the nation. We want the discipling to go on in every sphere, the baptizing to go on in every sphere, the teaching and training to go on in every sphere, and the multiplication to go on in every sphere. So we don't want to drag people into some non-Indigenous or like in some kind of foreign place. We want people to live out their lives in their households, their streets, their workplaces, their community groups, and in their extended families, as representing the purpose of God in those spheres where groups of people are. And so we've just invented this little resource. There it is there. It's called Livestream, and the subtitle of this is Discover Jesus Where You Are. So in order to build church where you are, you need to be able to discover Jesus where you are. That is, the Jesus who wants to make himself known in every sphere around the world, every place where someone lives. And so our purpose in doing this is to put together a little structure, a little format. I hope it isn't a legalistic thing, but it will just provide some tool to help people get on the road, as it were, in a way that where people can help each other be discipled and make disciples and discover people, help people to discover Jesus for the first time, and then discover Jesus more and more and more. And so this structure, this thing called Livestream, this is a group committed to discovering Jesus where you are, is based on three separate commitments. In order to be part of this, there would need to be a threefold commitment. One is a commitment to seek God. I want to seek God. I want to know God better. I want to be known by Him. I want to serve Him and so forth. The second thing is to meet together. That is to say, we're going to regularly meet together, regular enough, whatever is the agreement, but regular meeting together, a commitment to that. And thirdly is to become more effective as a follower or a servant of Jesus Christ. So those three commitments qualify somebody. Now, in this, I'm going to give some illustrations of this as we move along, but the idea of this is to build this structure around four activities that will become part of the regular lifestyle of a believer, and the regular lifestyle of a person before they become a believer. Because this doesn't presume that somebody has already become a believer. It presumes that they might be seeking God, they might be willing to seek God, and they may well become a believer on the way through. But here are the four things that we want to do that will enable the Spirit of God to come and bring about the change that is needed to make us servants of Christ. And so in this little brochure, you'll find a structure there that's built on four activities. These are lifestyle activities. They're not just special separated activities. They are lifestyle activities. The first one of these is the activity of reading the Bible in order to hear from God. We're not going to read the Bible just to discuss the information inside of it. We want to help people, and we want to be helped to read the Bible so that we hear from God. That is the most important thing. And so that's one of the things we're going to learn how to do in this group, and we're going to help encourage one another to do that. The second thing we're going to do in this group is to learn to pray and worship so that we are continually connected to God. to learn to pray and worship so that we continually or remain connected to God. This is our great privilege. Moses talked about this when he was in the presence of God on the mountain down in Saudi Arabia on the way from Egypt to Canaan, when he said, God, if you don't go with us, if your presence is not with us, we're no different to anybody else. The only thing that makes us different is that you're present amongst us and that we're different because of that. And so we're the same. We want to stay connected to God because we have the belief that only to the measure to which we stay connected to God will we be any use to anybody else in proclaiming, declaring, sharing, being Jesus to other people. The third thing we're going to do is to put into practice what we've learned from God. Now, as long-term believers, one of the things that happens in the long-term believers is that they get out of the way of just being obedient to Jesus. And so they keep on hearing, they keep on listening, they keep on receiving information, but their learning level is way, way, way ahead of their obedience level. So soon they just keep on learning, but they never change. They don't change anymore. And so we want to see the things that we hear from God, the things that we understand from God, we want to see those things working out by the power of the Holy Spirit in our lives. And so we're going to put into practice, and we're going to help one another to do that. The fourth thing is meeting together so that we stay on track. This is like a football team who help each other be committed. If you want to know one of the things that makes a football team effective, apart from individual brilliance, is teamwork. And one of the things that makes teamwork effective is that they keep each other accountable to the goal. The goal is scoring points and winning matches. That's the goal. And so everyone knows that a team that encourages one another to do that will score more goals or get more points. And so the reason why we meet together is not just to have a good time and be good friends. The reason why we meet together under a structure like this is so that we can help each other stay on track, stay focused, stay committed, help each other put into practice what we've learned. So, we want to put this little group together to do that. It's called Livestream, and you can get these brochures from, if you just go to us on the net, www.gracecanberra.com.au, www.gracecanberra.com.au, or you can phone us up in Canberra, and the details will be there somewhere on the screen. And we'd love to, share whatever resources we have with you, because at the end of the day, we just want to see disciples being made and disciples being reproduced in every sphere of the community where they are. We want to see churches built where people are, and we want to see disciples made where people are. So we want you to use this resource and hope that this and the following 4 short video clips will actually do this. So you can click on, this is the first one. There'll be 5 of these altogether. The first one is an introduction. That's now. The second one will be about hearing from God through the Word. The second will be about prayer and worship. The third will be about obedience, putting it into practice and being accountable to that. And the fourth will be just to talk about how the meeting runs and how we can do this little meeting together that helps us stay on track to see the purpose of God fulfilled for our spheres. God bless you.